Well, it's another beautiful day. It's a Monday and early August, and it's important to get out and get some sunlight on your face in the morning. I was just listening to a guy who was referring to a study that was done, and we've known for a long time that light, especially blue light, changes what's called our circadian rhythm, or affects our circadian rhythm. The circadian rhythm is the cycle, the biological cycle that means our body and our mind, the way our body and our mind feels through the day and behaves through the day, and this is in correlation with nature. So the circadian rhythm is affected by a lot of things, like when we eat, but also by when the sun rises and when the sun sets, and different things like that. So it's very important for our health. And so this newer study was talking about not only is blue light, which is what we get a lot of when we're looking at our phones and those types of things, problematic for us, but any light, any bright light after like 11 o'clock at night, or for little kids probably earlier than that, but 11 o'clock at night till about like 4 in the morning, our bodies, see, there was not that long ago, there was no such thing as electric lights. So the only light people really had at night was the moonlight, which also affects our circadian rhythm on a bigger scale, full moons and new moons. But so they had moonlight and they had fire, and that was about it. And either fire is a red spectrum light, doesn't really mess with our circadian rhythm, and moonlight, which is very low level light, doesn't really do too much, although it probably does some. When you have a really bright moon, especially if you're in an area where there's no clouds, that does probably create quite a bit of activity in our mind, and that's probably well known, because in a lot of like old horror movies or novels and things like that, things always happen on a full moon. So there's something very mysterious about that. But anyhow, the other part of that cycle is not to be exposed to bright light at night, but it is also the opposite of that, is to make sure that you get exposed to some sunlight, some outside light early in the day, so that it kind of kickstarts your whole biological and mental processes. If you don't get that, doesn't mean that you're always going to be able to get that, but when you don't get that, you will kind of starve your body of something that it needs. So I love you.